Randy, I know you probably didn't want it to get closer like that at the end, but it looked like you guys played a pretty composed game.
Well, in the hockey game, we had a lot going for ourselves, but Nashville has a pretty beaten up lineup. They had a lot of bodies out of from their main group, and and that puts lots of pressure on some of younger kids to play major roles. And we've had that same experience the last time we were here a week ago. We didn't have Getzlaf, we didn't have Solani. We were missing some bodies, and that's the tough part about it. But we took advantage of the situation that we were presented with, and we have to be happy with our road game. We didn't want to give up the power play goal and the goal late to give them an opportunity to get points, but we found a way to get it done, and we'll take the 2 points and move on.
This was big too, obviously, because you had you won the 2 games at home. You got to create some momentum here. You do it on the road.
Yeah, and it's never easy to win on the road, and we haven't had a tremendous amount of luck in this building, and we got to focus on points in every situation that presents ourselves, specifically against a Western Conference rival. These are 4-point hockey games for our hockey club. It might not be for the teams that are ahead of us, but for our team, it is.
You talked about the depleted lineup. Are those almost harder to prepare for, to play against when you have a bunch of guys coming?
Well, you always respect the opposition, and believe me, but I think in our situation we have to focus on the things that we can control, and that's what we try to do. Is we show the necessary respect for the opposition. We believe that. But in the end, we have to focus and concentrate on things that we do, and we have to make sure we do them well.
That first one's got to be big for you. You stick Timu there on the line with Noki and Brownie, and they deliver a goal. I mean, that's got to be.
Yeah, that's always nice. Nokalainen's, I think he scored. This is probably his 3rd goal in 4 games or whatever. So
Well, they gave it to Timu, I guess.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Friggin' Finlander. Well, he took it from another Finlander to one Finlander.
What did Timu show you there?
He's a little rusty from the hand standpoint. You see the pucks were bouncing away from him, but he still has the legs and the speed. And he's worked extremely hard in this time. He's been skating for a long time, and I'm sure he's tired of skating in practice and by himself. So.
And then Bolesky delivers. I mean, again, as far as finishing and whatsoever.
Well, that's what when you get to play with Getzlaf and Perry, you should be able to find the back of the net a few times.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
I know this team has been all year trying to create some momentum and whatsoever. So to do this on the road after winning those 2 home games, how important is this?
That's huge. I mean, we talked about those were 2 big wins at home, but we didn't want to kind of come on the road and lose what we'd done there. And that was just a big win for us tonight. We came out and played pretty solid. I mean, in the 3rd, you want to kind of finish them off 3-0, but they happened to get a couple bounces, and it was just a solid win, though.
Looked like you guys played a pretty composed game for the most part.
Yeah, I think we did a good job of kind of getting the puck out of our zone. Forwards were kind of spending a lot of time in their zone, which makes it tough on them, and I think Jonas played a great game. He bailed us out in the 2nd period a couple of times, so it was a pretty big team win.
Right now, it's important that we win on the road, especially. Haven't been that good so far, and we found a way to win. That's what it counts at the end, and I think we shouldn't let them come back in the 3rd, but I know they had to come there. They wanted to do something, and first one was up at PP, and second one was a good shot. So, but I think we played pretty solid, especially the first 2 periods. And I think if we play that way, we always have a chance to win, and that's what's important right now on the road.
Did you see the second shot, or did it look like it hit a couple of guys in front?
No, I didn't see it at all. I think they were Scotty and somebody was tied up right in front of me, and I think Wiz was jumping on the guy and just went through all the guys, and it happens sometimes. I could probably be a little further out, but as I said, I couldn't really see it, so it was tough to find the puck. But I think the effort was good enough to win, and definitely happy with the 2 points.
And especially against a team that's in playoff position, you guys are trying to climb back in. That's about as best you guys can hope for.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, right now, pretty much each game is a 4-point game because most of the teams are in front of us, and we're trying to catch up. So we got to win those ones, especially against the teams in our conference. And we were able to do that tonight, and we have another chance to do that tomorrow. But we have to have the same effort for 16.
Thanks.
Thank you.